Welcome to the very first segment of today's show. I am Lynette Adai, and I am an apprentice. On the first segment of today's show, we will read these stories from the Junior Graphic, dated 2nd April 2025. We start with the front page, which reads, No teenage pregnancy at Atonko in 4 years. The Atonko community in the Bem traditional area, Oti region, has not recorded any case of teenage pregnancy for the past 4 years. The access story is attributed to an intervention that Be Smart project introduced by Plan International Ghana, a non-governmental organization, NGO. We continue on page 3, which reads, The project is an integrated behavioral change program meant to reduce cases of gender-based violence that increased during the COVID-19 pandemic. The assembly member of the Atonko Electoral Area and Child Protection member, Mr. Daniel Kwesi Ofori, who disclosed this during a visit to the community by media personnel facilitated by Plan International Ghana, said before the project, the community used to record cases of teenage pregnancy every year. In another headline, President Mahama urges compassion, unity during a photo celebration. Speaking at a national celebration organized by the National Chief Imam at the Black Star Square in Accra, the President emphasized the importance of compassion, unity, and social responsibility. As we mark the end of Ramadan, let us not forget the vulnerable in our community. This is a time for reflection, kindness, and support. We must look out for those who are struggling and extend a helping hand, President Mahama stated. We continue on page 2, which reads, Indiscriminate speaking in public is a menace. Dear editor, speaking is a natural human action, but when done indiscriminately in public, it becomes a serious concern. People speak anywhere, either on pedestrians' walkways, in vehicles, at bus stops, and even in crowded areas, without considering the effects it will have on others. This habit is not only unpleasant but also unhygienic, as saliva can carry bacteria that spread disease. If one is not careful, they could unknowingly become a target of someone's spit. We must all be mindful of where and how we speak to maintain a clean and safe environment. We all need to carry tissue around so that we can use it whenever we feel at the end to speak and keep it in our pocket and dispose of it indiscriminately. Let us be responsible and practice good hygiene for the benefit of everyone. Our next slide is from page 4 of the Junior Graphic, which reads, Learning Tree Foundation launches UN Kids Summit, African edition. The Learning Tree Foundation, a non-governmental organization, NGO, has launched the United Nations, UN, Summit for Children to make presentation about 54 African countries in Accra. The summit dubbed the UN Kids Summit, African edition, will give school children aged 6 to 16 the opportunity to talk about pertinent issues facing African countries and also showcase their rich cultures. The Chief Executive Officer of Swipe Clean, a cleaning agency, Mrs. Esther Lupe, together with some dignitaries, launched the event. The summit, which is on the theme, exploring the uniqueness of Africa through technology, is scheduled to take place on Friday, June 20th, 2025. Wow! So this brings to an end today's super segment. Make sure you grab a copy. We'll go for a short break, and when we return, our discussion segment will be next. Thank you. We'll be right back. are back from the break. We hope you enjoyed the news packaging. On the discussion segment for today, we are discussing the impact of French in the society. Hey Dave, you know French is one of the most widely spoken languages in the world? Yes, so that means we need to adopt the habit of speaking French. To help us discuss the impact of French in the society, we have here Monsieur Mensa. Monsieur, you are welcome to the discussion.
Thank you. I'm you too.
Do you think it is necessary for us to learn various skills?
Uh, if you consider this country, you know that Ghana is surrounded by French countries. Okay? At the north, we have Burkina Faso. In the west, we have Ivory Coast. In the east, you have Togo. So they are all French countries. So it has become necessity. It's not impossible. Necessity for you to learn how to speak them. Okay, not only know how to do it, you should be able to write it. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think is the easiest way to learn how to speak or learn a language?
The French. Today, we have many ways of learning. If you go to YouTube, you have many videos on YouTube that you can download to start practicing it yourself. Okay. So the other way to speak it, you can also mention like reading. Reading. So you have to start practicing it and start speaking the language with your parents, with people, your neighborhoods, in class, everywhere you go. Try to speak French with them. So it is through the practice that you can what learn how to speak it. Okay,
You need facilitator to help you.
the facilitator. You need to have a good facilitator to train you with your speaking because most of the teachers like let me take for example our parents. If you ask questions, some of the parents, for example, they will tell you they have that feelings to speak their French. They have that feelings, but see, our teacher, the way he used to cane us, that is why I stopped learning the French. So some of the time, the facilitators to use to be an handicap for the students. Okay, so you need to get a good facilitator to enhance your speaking.
I'm gonna have one to learn the French. Right now, there are no more schools. So they are deciding to learn it on the social media platform. Is it necessary for them to get a data or the social media platform help them to learn?
We talk about social media platform. Yes. On the same social media platform, you also have facilitators on the social media platform. Okay, so they can you necessarily need a facilitator to help you. Okay, you need a facilitator to yes. It depends on everybody. So for me, learning French is not difficult. It's not that difficult. And I know that most of the English countries, their citizens used to find it a little bit difficult just because of sometimes the grammar, the conjugation, all those things. They are not used to the grammar. Okay? And you know, if you go to Ivory Coast, for example, some people don't go to school, yeah, but they are able to speak the French. Depends on the environment. If you're living in an English environment, you find it difficult to speak it. Okay, you go to Ivory Coast, for example, you have many people speaking French, but they don't speak correct French. Even if you ask them to write it, they will not be able to write it, but they can speak it. The broken one, they can speak it. Yes. So if you really want to, you have to be in an environment where the French is spoken. Okay. Yes.
You mean like person from Caribbean can't speak French. English, like when he or she lives in an environment where everyone speaks English and adopt their language.
Severe. Okay, but if you to a country where that language is 90% or 100% spoken, then you progress in your speaking. I can give you my own example. For example, like this country, I don't know anything about English, for example. Okay, here actually I am able to express myself in English. Okay, so learning another national language is very compulsory for us. So that helps us to communicate among us. Let's say, for example, maybe you are interviewing me here. I can't speak the English. You too cannot speak English. So how are we going to communicate among us? It cannot be possible. Then you need to know. I need to learn more than you. You people to need to learn more French. So this is-
Thank you, Missy.
you are welcome.
Wow. We hope you're already liking the discussion.
We go for
Go
a
for a
short
short
break, and
break.
when
And
we
when we
return,
return, we delve more into today's discussion. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
hello, audience. We are here to bring you the word of the week. I'm Mirabel Agbonyaga. And I'm Felicity Apia. Today's word of the week is in French, which is magnanim. Magnanim is spelled M-A-G-N-A-N-I-M. Magnanimous simply means to be generous or magnanimous. Example, Monsieur Opoku est magnanim, which means Mr. Opoku is generous. This was your word of the week. I hope you learned something. Catch us same time next week for more exciting words. Au revoir.
Kojo,
Yes, mommy.
could you please get me the new Onga chicken tablet from Auntie AC?
Okay, mommy. Then you what?
Onga chicken tablet, Onga chicken.
Tablet onga, chicken 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 tablet onga. Auntie AC.
Yes, Kojo, what do you want?
Introducing the new Onga Chicken Tablet, which adds natural chicken taste to not only your chicken dishes, but to all your favorite dishes. Spice up your meals with the new Onga Chicken Tablet. Onga, Mama's helping hand. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
So as we're enjoying and discussing the impact of French in the society, we still have here Mr. Mensan Besu.
Advice do you have for people that find it difficult to learn the language?
Okay, thank you for your question. So first of all, I think if you find the French very totally difficult for you, you need to get a teacher. Okay, like a home teacher, like a French teacher. The teaching in school cannot only help you to improve in the speaking. So you need like additional rehearsal. Yes.
Next week, so we know like
Some facilitators teachers, they are not patient. So like what advice do you have for those who are not patient in teaching others?
Talking about the mood of the teacher, I think as a professional teacher, I need to control your mood. Even if you have any problem from the house, as soon as you get into the school premises, you have to forget about your problem and try to get the children with a good heart. Okay, so the other advice that I can send to the French teachers is to not to use too much cane. Okay, like the too much cane, like discourage the children from the French learning. And let's try to be more professional, like helping the children with other methods to help them to find it more interesting. Okay, so I think that would be another advice that I can give them.
So, you said they should take time or like they should find methods. So like some methods like teaching them songs or something in French can also help them.
Needed to help them with song, then you can use the song to teach them because it depends on the kind of thing that you have in front of you. You cannot use the song to teach the others. No, it becomes too much fun. With the others, you need to use the particles with them, okay? But with the kids, for example, the class 1, 2, you need to teach them with songs, okay? So that they can get easily. Yes,
Thank you very much for your time.
you're welcome.
So we bring to you the end of today's discussion. Hope you learned and understood the importances of learning French. Catch us same time next week. Bye bye.
Hello, fellow maths. You are welcome to the math segment on the Students Lounge. I'm Isaac Ejeku. Today we are talking about ratio. Our question under ratio today is 7:4 equals y:36. First of all, we put them in equivalent fractional form, which will give us 7/4 equals y/36. After putting it in this form, we cross multiply. 4 multiplies y, which will be 4 times y equals 7 multiplies 36, which will be 7 times 36. After you multiply the numbers, multiplying the numbers, 4 times y will give you 4y equals 7 times 36 will be 252. Putting it in this form, you divide both sides by 4. Dividing both sides by 4, 4y over 4, 252 over 4. 4 goes here 1, 4 goes here 1, y stands alone. 4 dividing 252 will be 54. This is our final answer. Thank you for joining us. Join us anytime next week. Bye bye.
Yes. What do you do?
I run a sole proprietorship providing assistance to the food industry. I'm into transportation and distribution of hygienically packaged dairy-based nutritional delicacies which provide refreshment to Ghanaians from all socio-economic and age groups. The transport I provide is eco-friendly with zero gas emission as it runs on human energy.
What's on yogurt?
Pa.
Shine your hustle every day with the goodness of Fan Yogurt. So cool, so good. This advertisement is FDA approved.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. We are all watching the event segment of the Students Lounge. I'm Stephanie Sowon.
And I'm Christian Kwadi. Moving on to the first event for today, we take a look at the upcoming TGM. So, Stefan, what do you think about the nomination?
There's been surprises along the way, but for me, it has been good.
Okay, let's look at some of the gospel nominations.
Wow, that was an interesting category. Christiana, who do you think?
I hope that Hamilton wins.
Okay, moving on to the next event. Our brothers and sisters in the Muslim community celebrated their Eid al-Fitr. So let's watch some events that went on last weekend.
Things are going.
Catch us same time next week. Bye. Hello, lovely viewers. You are welcome to the Week in Review segment.
Where we bring you weekly news top stories around the globe in 1 minute. Your host for today, Yamamorose.
And I'm Lobaduma Bilal.
On the local headlines, police officer drowned in river offing during Galamsey operation at Asen Isamai.
President Mahama assents to bills abolishing e-levy betting tax and others.
Suspected stolen ECG cables found in Gomwa, Awombre, truck driver arrested.
Search for missing Galamsey miners continues after 2 bodies were retrieved as in Pasetia in the Asante region.
90-year-old farmer fined 4,800 for stealing 5 sacks of ginger, valued at 17,500.
Police arrest key suspects in connection with robberies and killing of momo vendors in Asante region.
On to the foreign top stories. Nigeria pastor acquitted of rape after 8 years in South African jail.
Democratic Republic of Congo president commutes death sentence for 3 American convicts in coup attempt.
US deports more alleged gang members to El Salvador.
At least 5 people killed in explosion at a Spanish mine.
That was all for your week in review for today.
Make a date with us same time next week as we bring you more top stories in 60 seconds.
We say bye for now. Bye.
We've come to the end of today's episode.
I believe you enjoyed all our segments.
Catch us same time next week right here on Nizam Grace TV.
Bye.
Looking for the perfect place to start your water educational journey or continuing smoothly? Look no further. Welcome to Maison Grace Academy, where learning and creativity thrives and every student shines. Our team of highly dedicated and hardworking staff provides your wards with a safe and nurturing environment, ensuring the learners get the best holistic and Christian foundation for success. With a rich curriculum that blends academics, creativity, and sports, we assist young minds grow healthy and with confidence. At Maison Grace Academy, every child enjoys a chance of success. From the classroom to the playgrounds to field trips, we make every moment count. As they say, a healthy mind is a wealthy one. Give your ward the start they deserve here at Maison Grace Academy. Enroll them today and watch them bloom. Maison Grace Academy. In God we trust.